What's up, everybody? Here with Hayden Jones on SA Boxing Talk. Let's get straight into it. Big bad news. Joseph Parker has pulled out with an illness against, he was supposed to fight Derek Chisora. That fight's no longer happening, and we move on to phase 2, which is trying to find Derek Chisora the right opponent. Now, Joseph Parker, the former WBO heavyweight champion of the world, I mean, he's pulled out of the fight because of illness. That's what Eddie Hearn is saying. Basically, I mean, we're looking at about like 3 weeks, just over 3 weeks out, and he's pulled out of the fight. So this illness must be a serious one if he's pulling out of this due to that. I mean, it's not a common flu or anything like that. That's just because boxers deal with common flus all the time. There must be a really, really serious illness that struck him that he can't foresee himself recovering before the fight day. Because I mean, as I said, boxers in camp have a flu, they're out for a week, impacts them slightly, and they're back on the bike again. You know what I'm saying? So there must be something seriously wrong. And of course, this fight was supposed to be the chief co-main event for the Regis Prograis against Josh Taylor event, which obviously gave the British fans a reason to come out to watch the fight, because without this Parker Chisora fight, the fact that it's in London, not in Glasgow, Scotland, makes it a bit harder sale for Josh Taylor to sell out the London venue. Chisora was the pull. If Chisora gets pulled out of this event, that's bad news, because let me tell you what, that event is not going to get sold out. But there's lights at the end of the tunnel. Eddie Hearn has a massive pull, and we're hoping that he can pull together a new opponent for Chisora that will bring the fans to the floor. I got a list, that I can read out with a few potential opponents, and this is going to be a hard ask, but let's see what we got. Michael Hunter, former US Olympian. Alexander Usyk, although he is fighting Tyrone Sprong on the 12th, so probably not likely to be called out, considering Alexander Usyk is a smaller sort of heavyweight for now, and that's not a great heavyweight debut for him. Murat Gassiv, who's moved up to the heavyweight division after competing in the World Boxing Super Series, is an option. David Price, good old British fights. Obviously, David Price, a huge man, can pack a punch, can't take a punch, so you know that's another good fight. Otto Warren didn't cloud himself in any shame against Tyson Fury. In fact, put on a really good performance. So Otto Warren for me would be a great choice for Derek Chisora, of course. Hrgović, the Croatian king. My goodness, that guy is a great heavyweight. Doubt that, actually no, I wouldn't say doubt, because I think Hearn would put him in against Chisora. I think it's a good fight right there. Not too early, because we've seen the qualities of the Croatian, so maybe that is a consideration. Alexander Povetkin, his name's always going to be in the hat amongst the top heavyweight fights. You know, he's just always going to be, and he's coming off that win over Hughie Fury as well, so he's got a good British win behind him recently. Joe Joyce, David Haye obviously has worked with Joe Joyce. So that sort of fight may not happen because there's involvements in the camps with both guys, but a good fight for Britain. You know, both similar in age. Joe Joyce got a serious pedigree, so that can carry him despite his lack of professional experience. He's taken out some big names within the professional ranks. And last but not least, Dillian Whyte. But Dillian Whyte, the only issue with a Dillian Whyte versus Derek Chisora fight is that Dillian Whyte versus Derek Chisora will have to be the main event. Simple is that they would have to remove the World Boxing, and I know that's against the policy of this the whole event is based around the World Boxing Super Series. So the Dillian Whyte fight, and plus Dillian Whyte might feel a bit cheated by the fact that he is a mandatory for the WBC title. So what's the point of taking this fight? So yeah, that unfortunately the name is out there, but very unlikely to happen. And well, basically the whole hope is that with Eddie Hearn's stature and pull, that he can maybe put one of these opponents that I've mentioned on the event to co-headline Regis Prograis against Josh Taylor for the Muhammad Ali Trophy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening, and if you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the comments, because of course we want to keep the conversation flowing. Hope you're having a good one. Cheers.